Takataka ni do, si uchafu ni do. Usitupe takataka kwa mitaro na mito.
Nairobi is divided into 55 civic zones for political administration. And Dandora is one of these. That is one of the major slum areas that we have in Nairobi today.
Korogocho is one of the more than 200 slums of Nairobi. And these 2.5 million people live in less than 5% of the land, the total land of Nairobi.
My daily bread, okay, it depends. When I have friends, I can use 100 bob, or to some extent, I can use 50 shillings.
Dandora is actually a potpourri of all the wastes that you can think of in Nairobi. Yeah, the life expectancy in Nairobi has been calculated at 46 years now. The environment has a footprint in each and every disease.
Almost 70% are under 25 years old here in this 1 million people of this area.
I'm part and parcel of the people who are organizing the waste and recycling company here in Dandora, one of the biggest dump sites in Kenya. And if this garbage is not recycled, it becomes a health hazard. You can see their schools over there, their children over there. You can see their people residing around the place. When the people around here collect all those garbage, they sell to other brokers. And those brokers sell to other brokers, scrap metal dealers, until the chain goes to the company. Now we want to break that chain of brokers, because I believe the person who collects all the trash selling to the company is the one which is risking their health. So outsiders are benefiting more than the insiders, because you'll find there's no recycling plants around here. The recycling plants that you find are for the rich. The poor are not benefiting.
1.5 tons rubbish, takataka, every day is produced by Nairobians. So this is 80% of the rubbish in Nairobi can be recycled.
The best solution to the dumping site is to realize that garbage is a resource.
I saw so many documentaries talking about the problems of Africa. Please find out more about Africa and the solution the Africans have, and don't depend on those media who are even afraid to come out of the gate. There's so many reporters who have never stepped in Dandora, even here in Africa. You come on the ground, you see what's happening, and work with the young people. Know their problem and they survive every day. They know what they eat. They know what they want to eat in the future. When somebody tells me he wants to help me, that's a lie, because I believe is sharing. If I give you something, you give me something. If you don't trust the young people in the ground, then don't try to help.
Before we started this group, we are people who are working in the dump site of Nairobi. It's called Mukuru. A plastic crusher, so that we can crush our plastic. We can sell them to the industry at a better price. Started by Mukuru members in order to save the tree from being cut. Now that we have so much waste available in our environment, we found that we can make use of this waste to produce fuel, which we can use for cooking.
Because of several challenges like unemployment, HIV/AIDS, we embarked on starting this business. After collecting the garbage, we come and separate it. We remove the recyclable materials like plastics, tins, organic materials which can turn into organic fertilizer. After that, we make the compost. We start selling to the nearby neighbors who plant sukuma wiki, spinach. 15 people are directly getting income of their daily survival bread through this project.
hii ni mzuri kwa sababu wewe ile kitu utakuwa unatumia tu ni kinyesi peke yake. Sasa hizi ng'ombe mzee mwenye hapa ako nazo. Yenye sasa inakuja badala kutengeneza hii inakuja kama imeingia ndani. Hii unatumia tu kinyesi na maji peke yake. Gas inajiform, kuna pipe inatoka hapa.
So this is now the candle. Although it has crushed a little.
After fire.
This is now after firing. And this one is ready to
purify.
Yeah, to purify. You see there is a hole.
Yes.
This one, so when the water penetrates and it flows inside this one,
yes,
we just collect the water using the tap. Just open the tap and water comes out.
And the water that comes out is already purified.
Yeah, the water is purified and it is tested. We are doing this for the poor Magari people.
We call it Ecosando because we use recycled materials. The guys who are employed here are all orphans. Most of them come from Korokocho or from the slums. We sell our sandals between 500 shillings and 1,000.
I use scrap metal. I go to get my materials. I go to the dumping site. I just love working with my garbage. I live out of art. For me, it's a job.
Hey, what are you doing today?
Clean up.
Clean up the door.
Yes.
Why are you planting the trees?
We want to increase the population of trees. There are no trees around. And because the place is also not very environmentally conditioned, so without the trees, things will get worse and worse. But actually, mainly, it's all an initiative of the youths who live around in Dandora. Since Sunday up to now, we have planted approximately around 2,500 trees.
Community tunachunga watoto na pia watu wazima. Jusa ile tunafanya usafi. Tunaangalia mazingira pia, pale mtoto atachezea asiweze kupatikana na uchafu kama hizo. Karibia usafi. Usafi ni kitu moja ya maana. Na usafi inaanzia kwako. Kianze usafi kwako unaangalia pia nje. Tulipangwa shilingi 20.
Shilingi 20 kwa wiki ama kila siku?
Kwa wiki.
No problem.
But is one of the most polluted river of the world.
The sample will be examined. We shall be told in case there are any other side effects that may result from plants that people will consume after the food has been irrigated using this water.
The study that we carried actually revealed that the dioxin levels in the chicken eggs were 28 times above the normal levels permitted by WHO standards. The more you eat from the food from that area, the more you actually accumulate dioxins.
Okay, these are also some of the plants that are planted next to the river. We shall also take them for examination, and we shall be told whether they have any effect when consumed.
All the samples we collected from vegetables, soil and water were submitted to Dr. Kimani, who is a researcher in Kenyatta University and was already working on a research with UNEP about environmental pollution of Dandora dumping site and its impacts on public health.
This was the first scientific evidence that was developed for this dumping site. Despite many years of the people of Korogosho and Dandora, crying out to various authorities about this dumping site. They were saying, we are dying, we are dying, we are dying. But then, that to us was a perception. It was not real. But we came to develop this. We took blood samples and urine samples from children. Over 50% of the kids in levels above what we normally term as the international accepted level of poisoning.
Vumilia, toka Dandara, Vumilia, subira itaheri, kawia uvumilia. Subira itaheri, kawia uvumilia.